r/AskReddit, what screams I'm a boring person? Putting please don't be boring in their bio. People who lack curiosity are often not as interesting, as interesting individuals tend to be genuinely interested in various things. Once you get to know someone, the majority of individuals turn out to be very intriguing. However, practically everyone has a polite wall that you must first go through. Finding it very difficult to believe interesting life stories that other people have to tell. Judging others' hobbies and interests. All they talk about is work. Okay, so in this hypothetical, you have X and Y happen to it. What would you do? Well, I don't so. It's someone who robs you of your alone without offering you companionship, according to Oscar Wilde. When they try too hard to be quirky. When your personality is centered around your need for coffee. I'm a moderator for several popular subreddits. That's me. I'm a boring person. Since I'm hella boring myself. It's the lack of wanting to go out. I used to have a very active social life in my 20s, now in my 30s I could not care less and I save money. So yay for me for being boring? My bills and bank sure thank me for being lame. Career-oriented. They have no other thoughts or hobbies. Being so interesting, you could put someone to sleep. So indica affects me like sativa and sativa affects me more like indica. I get it, you have nothing to talk about, weed is weed. It doesn't really matter what it is, but talking about, referencing, making one thing your whole personality or what you define yourself as. Basing your entire personality around a franchise. Think of the men who obsess over Star Wars and the women who obsess over Harry Potter. PPL who constantly play victim. Talking about celebrities and TV shows all the time. If you watch insert major news network religiously. People who think they are too cool for fun facts and puns. No hobbies. My friend's girlfriend doesn't have a single interest or hobby. The rare occasion when our schedules line up and can play games together I can hear her complain in the background. Your travel stories consists of you doing things you can normally do in your own town or city. Yeah, I went and got wasted in Bangkok. LOL. Yeah, I smoked a lot weed in Porto. Yeah, I fucked a hot babe in Barcelona. Yeah, I went out clubbing every night in Rio. You can do all those things in Denver, relax. Only talking about one's children. They need alcohol to have fun. Creating drama for fun. I'm a very serious person. They make work their whole identity. Only topics of conversation are making fun of people. Yikes. Believing everyone but themselves is the problem. Always talking about sports. People who think having child is fulfilling are the boring person to me. Works full-time, has a nuclear family dynamic, goes to church multiple times a week, and is an avid sports fan. Edit, in the spirit of not coming across as an ass. The question is about finding someone boring, not about judging their lives. I hold no ill will toward anyone. If you're happy with your life, then I'm happy for you. If you insist that I am wrong in my assessment of your life, again boring to me, then tell me about something outside of my 4 points that you did cool or interesting in the last 2 months. I gave y'all an extra month because you've got kids. If you went somewhere cool, then I don't want to hear about what your kids did. I want to hear about how you had fun. I've helped raise several of my nieces and nephews, so I know the joy of watching a kid discover and wonder at something new and exciting. It won't ever be as exciting for me hearing about how your kid discovered waterfalls. Replying with, mostly work when you ask them what they do in their free time. Gossiping about your neighbors. When the only reason they do whatever activity they do is because everyone else is doing it. Seems like they're just trying to fit in more than actually doing something they enjoy. Being obsessed with your career. People who don't have their own opinion and just repeat what the majority of people say. If they only talk about their job, it's hard for me to listen, purely because I haven't got a visual reference to WTF they're talking about unless it's a pretty basic job, haha. Everyone has a different way they act with certain people. Nobody is boring. I don't think there's a boring persons in the world. We just have different interests. People who spend all their free time watching TV/movies. They hate on people who travel and then project their insecurity and make posts about how they don't need to travel to have a great time cause they have all they need at home. Me. I'm a boring person. Nothing. Boring people don't scream. Someone who just smokes weed and watches TV. Louis Vuitton/Gucci bags. Constantly needing to be entertained. Someone who rambles like they're giving a TED Talk. Passionate emotional investment in watching reality TV. My sister's ex's personality was 90% based around I drink IPAs and have an F-150, I'm so manly. Guy was insufferable. People who only talk about the lives and personal drama of others. You like air supply. People whose only conversation topic is other people's lives. Get a life. People who ask which high school did you go to? Right after knowing you are from the same city. For fuck's sake. We are almost pushing 40. If you still define yourself by who you were back in high school, we honestly have nothing to talk about. Especially because you are probably going to bring up some gossip about people I couldn't care less. Everything about me since I don't have a social life and don't go out to experience the world. Your personality revolves around a single fandom. Saying I'm bored. Someone getting highly upset/mad about your opinion on a book/TV show. They live for other people and their opinions. When sports or politics are their personality. Reality glorifies mental and neurological disorders. Me. I scream it at people from my balcony. Saying other people are boring. Well, this thread did not do anything good for my self-esteem. Asterisk I got so drunk asterisk insert thing to go along with this. Being judgmental of how others choose to enjoy themselves and feeling superior about it. Particularly concerning alcohol and going out to clubs or parties. I enjoy drinking and partying, it's fun. If you have fun in different ways then that's fine, but don't be a dick about it. Edit. In case it's not clear how this relates to the question, I assume people who act superior over not drinking or going out just sit at home being boring and jerking off to the thought of how much money they're saving. Making fun of people for having basic or average taste. People who never have anything nice to say about anyone else. Well, for one thing, we don't scream. Asking on Reddit. What screams I'm a boring person? Posting on Reddit needing validation amongst other loser Redditors. Forming a community in Reddit and thinking you're creating something special. Asks Reddit what screams I'm a boring person? Sorry mate. If you have to be drunk or high to have fun. When everything is beige. This thread makes me feel personally assaulted. Consumption as an only hobby. Watching Netflix, buying clothes/makeup and going out to eat are not inherently interests or interesting, and way too many people talk about it as if it is. Having partying and meeting friends as only hobbies. I do. Hashtag I'm a boring person. Hashtag me. People who don't watch TV and listen to music. People who say I'm bored. I always think, how can you be bored? I have a dozen hobbies I want to explore more, but there isn't enough time. People who are constantly bored. Interesting people are interested in the world around them. I find people that can't choose stuff to be generally boring in other aspects too. E.g., what do you wanna eat? Answers, I don't know. Every time. Wanna watch something? Sure. Any ideas? I don't care. Wanna go out somewhere? I guess. Any suggestions? Not really, no. Feels like they have no interest in things when this happens consistently. Playing video games all day while drinking. Which is me, and I don't care. It's relatively fun. There's the quote attributed to Eleanor Roosevelt, may not be correctly. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. I think about how true this rings whenever I'm stuck in a conversation about so-and-so from work, who always blah blah blah. A person trying to be boring. Marijuana is your personality. Ironically, people that are only casual fans of stuff and never really like things. It's basically people that play video games, but it's just Call of Duty or Fortnite. People that watch TV/movies, but they couldn't tell you a thing about it if their life depended on it. So many people claim to like DBZ, but the moment I try to talk DBZ, they're clueless. When he/she finds everything boring. If our name's Tedsy and if we're into Pilsners. No hobbies, no goals. When your whole personality revolves around seasonal sports. This post. Oh, you do weed once a month or two. That is filthy. Like, okay, I get it. If you don't like the idea, then that's fine. But the fact that you need to literally rub it in my face and judge me just shows you can't think of anything interesting to say and just need to judge me. BTW, I'm just using that as an example of judging others immediately. People trying to seem interesting, way too hard. Someone who spends 99% of their free time on social media of any kind. I don't get it. Asking Reddit, joke. For me, it's people who talk about their kids or partners, okay, once in a while, but if it's every convo. Yawn. Also from person experience, and some people going to hate this. Anyone who rides horses, UK not America, always end up being duller than dishwater, but met each to their own. Scrolling on TikTok during a party, an outing, dinner, etc. Mirror. When I'd rather listen to you talk about yourself. People who need alcohol to have fun. Boring people don't scream. Being bored. Bored people are boring people. If you care if there are beans in a chili. Generally, I don't think anyone is truly boring. They likely don't want to share with you private info like that. Though people I personally find uninteresting are folks who rely on partying and/or drinking to have fun. Bored AFAMA. People who ask generic questions on r/AskReddit. And deck fans. Asking the same question as every day on Reddit. When they're always bored. Disney couples. Oh, that would be me. All the time. When people only talk about other people. Asking if you're a boring person on Reddit. Saltine crackers. Beige. They're always bored. After a certain point, you're bored because you're simply a boring person. There's so much to explore and discover in life. Reddit users. Being me. The question is not what, but who, and the answer is someone boring. They can only talk about their job/career. Anyone who starts a conversation by talking about the weather, when their profession is their whole personality. I am in support of current thing and I stand in solidarity with current group. Fuck you, stop getting played by puppet masters and form a real opinion. A dislike of frogs. There's thousands of frog species of all colors and shapes and sizes across the planet. How can you not have an interest in even a single one? TikTok user. One-dimensional personality centrally based on some kind of movement. Think vegan, fitness/sports buffs, political die-hard on any side of the aisle. Interesting people are multi-dimensional with at least a handful of hobbies. For example, I recently attended a trade show where the keynote speaker was an Olympic gymnast. She was unrelatable because gymnastics consumed her life. She had nothing else. Contrast that with someone like Ryan Reynolds, who beyond his acting career is the owner of a sports team, a liquor company, and a cell phone company. If you're not progressively realizing a worthwhile goal, you are boring. Someone screaming "I'm a boring person" when moving to a different country becomes their entire personality. Or even worse, trash talking their home country and its people. Me. TV in the bedroom. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe to never miss an upload.